hey, little buddy. Hey, oh, he just burst into 1,000 soggy pieces. This is the Waffle Bros. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
And today we are going to be going back to Blood Fresh Supply. It has been so long since we played this game, and you might be wondering, what more could there be to play? But last time, we somehow didn't notice that there was an entirely other campaign called Cryptic Passage that we didn't play. Or at least
it was too cryptic.
we're pretty sure we didn't play it. And when I was going back through a whole bunch of retro games and getting 100% achievements for them on Steam, I noticed that this exists. So
and we didn't play
apparently, originally it was like an unofficial expansion pack, kind of like D-Zone or like the TNT Evolution and stuff for the final
B-Zone. Blood Zone.
B-Zone, the Bone Zone. So anyway, I don't think we've ever played this. If somehow we have, you can like, yell
at
us in the comments.
And then we will only do this episode.
The important thing is we're going to be going deep into the Wouda and pitchforking some motherfuckers
Pitchforking.
right in the face. Oh yeah, pitchforked all day, every day in the rectal hole. That's where we're going to be pitchforking.
I think we've talked about this. It would also make other holes on the buttocks.
Yup. One in the poo, two in the buttocks. Yup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a terrible thing. Don't do that.
Yeah. Don't insert pitchforks into people's rectums, but also don't tolerate any weirdness fish trying to ruin your day. Stabby, 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 stabby. Diving suit, because I am the diving sloot. I don't know. I say what I want to say. Look, that thing is dead. Its body was just sort of like floating along the flow.
Look, sometimes the rhyme guides itself, and you are just a passenger.
It is not it should not be considered a crime to rhyme. Thank you very much.
We haven't seen any road dudes.
I saw a dude up there. I mean, it's probably my fault for jumping down in the water and being all like, I'm going to explore all this shit. So I am only like 2 achievements away from getting 100% achievements in this game, but both of those achievements are in this like expansion thing. So
we're doing it.
We're doing it. Can't stop me now, cause I'm doing it. Yeah, get me my like flame pistol, and I'm going to inflaminate and hate. Oh, there we go.
That's what I've been missing.
That's the moment that we were waiting for, when that guy's rectum would set fully on fire, or at least his stomach, and the fire passes on to the rectum. That's the important thing.
Don't breathe fire in your butt.
Is he going to be running around on fire? Oh yeah. Immolation nation. Population you.
I was going to say flares can't do this, but the thing is, there is that flare gun in Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades, the VR game, where it's a fully gunmetal ass flare gun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that you can fire whatever 12 gauge shells out of it.
Okay,
so you can
what
fire.
I would say is that this game has a flair for the dramatic.
But the thing is, you can put a Dragon's Breath shell into that gun, and it pretty much will do this.
Dragon's Breath
Your ass will be on fire.
You stay down when I shoot you, spank you very much. So yeah, fortunately, I won't be completely, rusty with this game, because
Corwin's been replaying this.
I've been replaying like all the other mishaps with it.
Well, also, didn't you find out that we played it on way too high a difficulty?
Yes, that's the impression I got, is that you should really be only playing it on like the middle difficulty level, and I was playing it on higher than that. And
you're really not supposed to be doing that. That's meant
you're
for
supposed
multiplayer.
to be like playing it co-op like that. So
I'm pretty sure people in the comments did say we should co-op this, which we should have.
Yeah, we should
do it in the future.
This,
we should stream us co-oping this sometime.
Oh yeah, that would be what the French call the tits, is what that would be. I don't know if the French call that the tits. There were just dudes down there suffering when I
exploded everything.
Exploded that shit. Hey, little buddy. Hey, he just burst into 1,000 soggy pieces. No, no,
Bats,
no.
motherfucker.
I actually don't think the bats do anything to you.
Well, that's a shame.
Come out wherever you are.
Something came up in conversation yesterday about the time that I saw a bat, like around here. It's one time and one time only that I've seen a bat.
The thing is, you should stay away from bats.
I went inside.
They can be, how shall I put this, a lot on the rabid side. Not a little bit on the rabid side.
A lot,
but a lot on the rabid side.
Bats have small mouths and can easily bite you, and you can't tell if the bat is foaming at the mouth from 10 feet away.
At first, I thought you said rats as opposed to bats, but I mean,
rats too.
Rats also have small mouths, and thus it's hard to deep throat them.
I'm more of an inside person, so it would annoy me if if one of the few times I'm standing around outside at night. I'm a non-smoker and I'm an inside person. So if I was outside and got bit by a bat and got rabies. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. But
rabies.
Rabies. Yeah. If I got the rabies, I'd be upset. I mean,
okay, you know what still sounds like a fake thing to me and always has? Scabies. I don't really know what scabies is.
I think it's a fungal disease.
Oh, did you see me ruin that guy?
Yes.
His body just went a-flying.
Secret grandfather clock door.
I'll grandfather your clock and
somebody having a bad time over here.
Stabby, he's a stabby. Hopefully this won't boil my testicles. It didn't. It didn't boil my testicles. I'm hearing like weird moaning sounds or like Gregorian chant or something.
They were making human Instapot over here.
I don't think there was anything Insta about that. Well, that was human hot pot.
Well, this is my problem with the Instapot, is that it's a slow cooker. It's the opposite of instant.
Yeah, I guess the act of putting it in is instant. And then you just have to wait.
Yep, but you got to be careful with those. It will let you set the food to unsafe temperatures, and then you eat in botulism.
Blood beer. At first I thought it said blood bear, and at first I also thought it was an arcade machine.
Oh,
you can see
dude.
Blood bear.
Soon, when it comes to not theaters, we will watch Cocaine Bear.
Yes, we will. I don't like going to see movies in theaters.
I don't like sitting in
I never have. And the reason why is it's always a disappointing experience. And like there's always the potential that someone was jerking off in the seat.
And also butt crust.
If I'm going to sit where someone jerked off, it better be where I jerked off. How you feeling in your chair there, Uko? Look, I don't go around jerking off in every chair. Okay, I stopped doing that several years ago.
But yeah, like there's always a thing like where the theater is composed of the same people. There's unbelievably loud laugh guy up there to your right behind you. There's guy has like most extreme cough in the world down there to the left in front of you. And then there's like baby that won't shut up, over there to your left. It's just I may
as I cough.
But in your own home like a polite person.
Yeah, not all over someone's popcorn.
Also,
as you do.
People who go to the movies a lot, explain to me why people just dump popcorn onto the floor. Just willy-nilly?
It's to show off how rich they are, obviously.
That's what I was going to say, is that when it's like 20 cents a kernel, I'm eating all that shit. Fuck you.
20 cents a Sanders.
I'm over here mopping up the butter with the last kernel like I paid for this shit.
I'll admit, I've never had popcorn.
I'm only
the theater.
Yeah, I'm actually only speaking theoretically. I've never actually bought cinema popcorn.
To be fair, our mother was always the person who was like, we're smuggling our own snacks into the theater. We're
gonna sneak these granola bars in here. They're the chewy kind, so we can eat them stealthily.
I remember one time, and I think it was like around the time that Star Wars the prequels started. They started also showing, like, in-theater replays of the original Star Wars movies.
It was a few years before, but it was in the run-up. Yeah,
it was like a year or so at most.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Anyway, but I remember very distinctly that we went and saw a whole bunch of all those in the theater. And I remember, the one thing I remember so distinctly is that we smuggled Arby's roast beef sandwiches
into the movies.
Into the movie theater.
I forgot about that shit.
Yup.
That's a baller move, okay? I don't care who you are. That's balling. You're living your best life when you over here with that horsey sauced up Arby's roast beef sandwich. And you know people smelled that shit and they were like, I wish I thought of that.
And of course, here's the thing, right? This is going to be like the most boomer sounding thing I'm going to say all day.
Maybe it was rude, but I don't care.
It's the most boomer sounding thing I'm going to be saying all day. But I remember when I was a kid, I really loved eating the horsey sauce at Arby's. And like then we went through long periods of not eating Arby's after they served me the blood burger, right? And
if you
it's
remember,
like, please do not mistake the Arby's blood burger for like a steak done rare or whatever. No, it's not the same thing.
It's not safe.
You're not supposed to be eating like roast beef blood burgers
for anyone
like that. Just don't fucking
for anyone
do it.
who didn't hear the story, we got Arby's the last time ever. Normal Arby's order. We didn't order it like rare because you can't even.
Yeah.
But Corwin's roast beef sandwich came and it was raw. They didn't cook it. They just forgot to cook it.
So anyway,
it was gross. It was gross.
So that was like when I sort of stopped eating horsey sauce for a while, and then recently I had some horsey sauce again.
That real horseradish.
And it's like, although it was good, it was weirdly like too sweet for me.
Well, the thing is, weirdly,
whereas like I hesitate to say OG horsey sauce because like I'm sure I was not even close to the first person to be eating horsey sauce.
Well, the weird thing is I've heard people who will look down on the Arby's horseradish sauce, which is their brand is horsey sauce. But for sure, I do think that it is superior to at least the sort of cheap generic horseradish sauce.
It's like if I want to put maple syrup on my food, I'll put maple syrup on my food. I don't want maple syrup on my like burgers or whatever. I'm sure Canadians are probably in on that, but I'm not.
Yeah, you are correct that that I like horseradish and I will occasionally get horseradish. But you are correct that it especially lately it seemed like they do it too sweet.
All I know though is back when we were kids, like we'd often do like Arby's was like the Arby's roast beef sandwiches were like the go-to for outings, right? I remember at one point, like our family, we would go look at Christmas lights. We'd drive around looking at Christmas lights. And sometimes we'd get like roast beef sandwiches and then go look at the Christmas lights.
So we're cruising through the neighborhood eating roast beef sandwiches.
Like weirdly,
again, living the best life.
I associate Christmas
with roast beef sandwiches.
That's kind of unusual, but
I remember one time the McRib was on as well.
The KFC Double Down is coming back, right? Don't let anyone tell you that you should be too fancy to eat a KFC Double Down. I've never eaten one,
but we're gonna make our own.
But it's not because of like, clogged arteries or anything, or like
or
fear,
moral objections,
moral objection or anything. It's just I've never actually eaten one, and
because I have heard
like,
people,
homemade food and stuff a lot.
I've heard people on the internet like objecting to the Double Down as if it is some kind of rank indulgence.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't be putting meat and then other meat inside the meat and make a sandwich. But that's like that. People been putting meat inside meat for a long time.
Look, worrying about indulgences is for like the Pope in the 1500s.
That is true.
That's not my problem.
Next thing you know, someone's nailing stuff to your door, and then everything goes crazy.
Yup, I saw the end symbol there. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something like the old boat heart there.
Just so you know,
us back to you bitch.
If you find a canoe in someone's yard and there's a human heart in it, don't eat it.
Don't eat it, and make sure you immediately report it to the authorities, which is like the authorities, except
in South Park.
South Park is involved.
And just to be clear, you report that to the police, not like the boating commission.
Yup, the booty commission. I see you, and I raise you a face murdering.
I just realized Caleb is the only person in this universe with a shirt. Everybody else either be wearing a robe or pants and no shirt.
Now, of course, there's those little miniature Calebs that will occasionally rush out and start mobbing you.
Oh yeah, they got a shirt. Yeah.
But of course, they're still Caleb.
They're adorable.
Okay, still Caleb, still shady. It's just the way that it works.
And he's got a leather jacket And I think it's weird that he's never shown with his pitchfork slung across his back like a guitar. That's pretty dope.
That's funny and yet also stupid. Okay, that's
all you'd have to do is just
to say.
Put a leather strap on your pitchfork, and you could carry it on your back like a rifle.
I got to admit to the people that I kind of don't like the dual wielding power up in this game. Now, it's okay with like the Tommy guns, but with the shotguns, it just sucks. It just sucks because see these dudes right here, they're actually harder to. You use more ammo killing them when you're dual wielding the shotguns. Whereas
the Tommy gun,
dual wielding, and of course, the Tommy gun is terrible for fighting the zombies with though. So you don't ever want to be fighting the zombies with the Tommy gun, at least in my opinion. Somebody out there, I need a key. I love how he's like, I need a key.
Look,
he needs a key bump of.
I was about to say he definitely he's snorting cocaine by the key. Caleb is definitely he's more than caffeinated. He's cocainated.
Is this a theater? Have I come here to see the theatrics? That's the mistress of the theater.
I'm keeping up with that. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Theatrixes.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah. Hey, can I blow this up like as if it were Duke Nukem and go like
well, you should
fuck some space titties or whatever?
Caleb should get into the box.
Are you sure it's that kind of theater? I'm pretty sure it's like the. Oh, I see. I thought you meant like the projection box.
No. The box you were trying to get into.
Yes, I see what you're talking about.
I was also making a crude joke about getting in the box.
Get into a nice tight box. That was way overboard there.
Way too northeastern
whatever,
for Caleb. Yeah.
And I just got me some life seed in the box. I did. I picked up the life seed. It's cool. Don't worry about it. There we go. In the box, sit here and be like, yeah, send out the strippers. And then everybody's like, it's not that kind of like joint, bro. And I'm like, send out the strippers, motherfuckers.
There's going to be no strippers no more anyway because they're all zombies.
They've stripped their flesh off. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is.
Although they'd be topless because, as previously noted, ain't nobody got shirts.
Look, you can kick much higher if you don't have to worry about pulling your hamstring or hamming your pull string or pulling your pull string or whatever. That's bro, I didn't even realize that guy was alive. He was just all like, I'm wearing my gray robe in a gray room. I'm gonna be all blending in and shit. I love how sometimes they scream like Homer Simpson when you shoot them. That's
they do indeed.
They should when they are living in abject terror because your boy Caleb is coming in and fucking everybody up. Also,
is Caleb translucent?
Because I picked up the cloak of invisibility, which, by the way, I was going to comment on, and I was thinking about this the other day.
Wait, he had a shirt. It was a mime.
That was a mime.
I forgot about that.
He was innocent, but can mimes truly be innocent? I think not, sir. I think not.
I don't think you should box them in.
Well, I was playing this the other day. It got me thinking about the fact that this is like one of the only games from this time period where like the invisibility works the way you'd think / want it to, where like they can't fuck with you while you invisible, like they can't see you, they don't attack you, anything like that. Whereas normally it's like in Doom, for example, you pick up the sphere of invisibility. If you fart, they sniff your fart. And they're like,
home in on it.
I know where the Doom guy is, and I'm going to kill him even harder than I normally would. So I approve how this game does not follow in those particular footsteps of meaninglessness.
I also, as previously noted when we played this multiple other times, I approve of the fact that they're using the 20s and 30s like OG civilian Tommy gun that has the cool ass sights on it and looks like the gangster one rather than the military Thompson is cool too, but this is just cooler.
It's gangsta. Okay.
It's literally gangster.
Whoa. Slow the
is that an
down.
organ? Can you play the organ?
Yes. It's like kind of quiet, but he's
playing his organ.
Getting out the old flesh pipe. I don't know why I said that.
Pull out all the
In
stops.
fact, no, I do know why I said that.
Pull out all the stops, all the plugs.
I wanted to joke about the old flesh pipe. Explode that shit like a beast. No. Rats. Rats. Why does it always have to be rats and floating skulls and shit like that? Although, I don't think there's floating skulls in this game. I hope I didn't just conjure them up with my brain there, and then we have to worry about floating skulls for the rest of our lives, and that's all wrong, and no. Where the fuck did you come from, dog? Where the, oh, you still alive, I can tell. Or not. He dead. We're cool.
You do have to, now that I think about it, you have to commend this game for having, like, sprite-based enemies that will, like, or even non-sprite-based enemies. So often, the enemies don't get back up off the floor.
Yeah.
And if they do, it's like the zombies in Quake, where it's like a very special enemy that you can't kill normally. But these, it's just like sometimes they fall over and then get back up.
Quake doesn't have sprite-based enemies, though, at all.
Yeah, but they're the only enemies that get back up off the floor are the zombies.
Yeah.
They, like, recoalesce
Yeah, I see
or whatever.
I see what you're saying. Unless you explode them.
Exactly.
How do I leave? How do I leave before I drown? There we go.
But yeah, basically more...
oh no, he's screaming at me about Morlocks or something like that. I forgot they scream at you about Morlocks, but you know,
well, there's less locks now.
what happens in Morlocks stays in Morlocks, I hope. That's
Yeah.
you just
But
you
yeah,
just gotta hope.
more games should have enemies that can fall down and get up.
Yeah, I agree. More enemies that get knocked down
And then get up again.
and get up again.
Ain't nobody can keep them down, yeah.
Or whatever the fuck. Boom! He, like Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein his way through the, because that's what happened sometimes.
Yeah, where the body would just... Or
when you killed enemies in that game.
they would, like, slide up the stairs. Oh, nice.
Yup. Looks like somebody got fucked up by a true beast champion warrior. And guess who that true beast champion warrior is? Me. That's who.
Check behind the exit.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to check behind the exit. It's got to make sure, because like one of the achievements is for getting to all the secret levels. So we're going to the secret level in this game, but I've already looked that up and it's in like level 6. So,
Oh, okay.
Yup. It's in level 6. But we're going to stop here. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that schmexy thumbs up button. Make sure you ring the bell to keep getting notified of delicious waffle content. Waffle Bros signing out.